What's good, everybody? This is Dario Hunt from Living Life Fearless, and I'm back with another reaction, this time to The Last Rocket by Takeoff. So, let's talk about it. Right off the bat, let's just cut through all the bullshit. It's better than Quavo's album. But that's not really the biggest surprise here, considering that Takeoff set the bar so low, you'd have to really fuck up to make a worse project than he did. As not a day one Migos fan, I really jumped onto the train after Culture and then Culture 2. Let's just not really talk about that one. My opinion on who the best one in the group was has changed over the years, but recently, over the last few projects I've heard, I've been leaning more and more towards Takeoff as being the best, especially when it comes to the rap side of things. And I know I'm not the only one out there that thinks that. In fact, a lot of people have been saying that. So when he announced that he's getting his own solo project, a lot of people were really hyped for this one because it's kind of this proving ground to really show how good he is outside of the group. So did he do that? Did he live up to the hype? I'd have to say mostly no. It and he have their moments throughout the entirety of the project, but like a lot of Migos and QC stuff in general that they've been putting out over the last year or two, it's been a lot of hit and miss, and a lot more miss than hit. It was almost like every other song basis here. Like, this is cool, this, nah, this is cool, nah, this is cool, nah. It was like this pretty much for the entirety of the album. There was one song in particular that I did vibe with pretty heavily though, and that was Casper. But for the most part, the stuff here just wasn't that interesting. The production was pretty bland and generic, especially when you compare it to the past stuff that they put out. His rapping, which was supposed to be like his real breakout moment, wasn't spectacular in any way, shape, or form. There's not really any bars that I can remember that pop into my head that I could tell you just like that. And for the most part, it just felt like a soulless endeavor. There is one song in particular where he does try something new, and that was Infatuation. But for me, it was just a giant wah wah. I know their output has always been incredibly high, but I'm starting to think that maybe they might need to take a break and really put some thought into the stuff that they're putting out, because these last few projects have been nothing but full of throwaways. Now I know we will inevitably get Offset's solo project probably not too long after this one, but I'm still pretty sure Takeoff will be the strongest one out of the trios, but that's not really saying a whole lot. I would say their last 3 or so projects have been largely forgettable, and you can add this one to the list too. It's cool for a little while, and it's cool for a song here and there, and to maybe rock out in the car for maybe 1 or 2 songs. But for the most part, I don't see myself listening to this too much past a week or two. But for those of you that did hear The Last Rocket, what do you think about it? What do you think it compares to Quavo's album? Do you think he lived up to the hype? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to head over to Living Life Fearless where you can leave your own ratings and reaction for this album, other albums, and everything else I react to over there. If there's any albums or shows or movies or anything that you'd personally like me to react to, you can also let me know in the comments down below. If you like any of the gear that I'm rocking in these videos, like this and this, you can also head over to Living Life Fearless and grab some for yourself. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. I will be back shortly with more reactions, so I'll check you guys soon. Peace.